What's up guys, welcome back to another edition of Skatepark Lessons with me, JB, here at Sunnyvale Skate Park. And after 20 years of teaching skateboarding, I'm going to teach you guys how to fix and improve your ollies, so check it out. The skill level for this trick is beginner, and the risk level for this trick is low. In this lesson, I'm going to cover many problems that people encounter while learning to ollie, and provide solutions to help you correct them. For this trick, it helps if you can skate comfortably, ollie, and knee slide. If you don't know how to do any of these, please refer back to my other videos on this channel to catch up. Here are the things you guys should do. Learn to skate around consistently and be comfortable with pushing, turning, carving, stopping, and running off your skateboard. Wear comfortable skate shoes that allow you to feel the curves and concave of the skateboard. Use a professional grade skateboard. Wear pads and a helmet for additional confidence and safety. If you need help learning to ollie, hold on to something sturdy like a park bench or a low fence. Practice 20 or more ollies a day to build consistency, confidence, and control. Perfect your ollies enough to build your own creative combinations and style. Here are the things you guys shouldn't do. Don't tighten your truck so you can't lean or carve. Pro-grade skateboards have urethane bushings that are meant to allow your board to pivot and turn. So I recommend that you skate with your trucks medium to loose. A good starting point for this is with the kingpin nut flush with the top of the kingpin on most quality trucks. Support Skatepark Lessons. Click that like and subscribe button to encourage me to make a new video for you every week. The first thing I'm going to help you with is understanding the ollie. How does it work? Your back leg controls the power of your pop, and this determines the height of your ollie. Your front leg pulls your board up and underneath your body, and also levels it out in the air. How should your feet be when you practice your ollie? Stand with the balls of your feet centered in ollie position. Ollie position is with your front foot centered a couple inches behind the second set of front bolts. Now center your pinky toe on your front foot in between those front bolts. Place your back foot on the tip of the tail with your weight distributed equally on the balls of your feet. Now trace your feet in ollie position with a skate tool for a visual guide until you learn the feeling of setting up without looking down at your board. It is okay if your back foot hangs off the tail just a little bit. The more you center the ball of your big toe near the tip of the tail is the more leverage for potential power and a higher pop with less effort. What do you mean by the balls of your feet? The balls of your feet are an essential power part of your foot that you use to sprint fast and spring off of to jump as high as you can. Use them to spring off of your tail and into your ollie. Here are the simple steps for the ollie. Take a screenshot of this foot setup position so you have it for later. Push off in a slow to medium speed and set your feet into ollie position. Remember to keep your weight more on the balls of your feet and less on your heels. Bend down using your knees with your head centered between your feet and arms to your sides. As you leap up, use the ankle on your back foot to push down hard and fast to spring off of the balls of your foot through the tail. As you jump up, pull your knees up high underneath your body and begin to lean into your front foot so that the back half of your board levels out in the air. As you land, extend your legs down together so that your board touches down gently and all four wheels land on the ground at the same time. Now bend your knees and let your body sink down to absorb the impact. Here's how to bail. If you get sketchy, lean your head over your front foot as you begin to spin your chest forward and take off your back foot and into a run out. You can also run off and into a knee slide. Here are some of the most common problems and how to correct them. Are you nervous to learn and scared to fall? Use a fence or a bench or something sturdy. Hold on tight with your hands, shoulder width apart, and start with just bending down and popping off the tail. Your goal for this is just to click off the tail and try to pop the back wheels off the ground. As you get better with that, work to slide your front foot up, which will allow it to catch in the front of the concave, and pull the tail of the board up to level it out in the air. If you need extra help with this, you can lean over the fence as you try for extra safety and less gravity. Remember to try to land all four wheels at the same time by extending your legs down early and bending down gently into your landing. Does your tail miss the ground when you ollie? Typically this means you need to bend down deeper into your pop. Make sure you pop off the balls of your foot and that the ball of your big toe is centered on the tip of the tail. You may need to set up into your ollie extra early and look down at your feet to make sure they're in the correct setup position. Over time, you will create a good habit and feel your ollie set up through your feet without looking down at your skateboard every time. Does your board turn in the air when you pop? Make sure the balls of your back foot are centered on the tip of the tail. Many people pop with their foot in the concave so their board twists in the air as soon as they pop. Does your body spin when you pop? This can come from multiple things. It can come from popping with your chest forward in setup position. It can come from swinging your shoulders into your pop. Popping with your back foot not centered on the tip of the tail. Your shoulders and hips need to be matching your board when you bend down deep into your pop. It can also help for you to get set up for your ollie sooner. Many people rush into their setup and then feel rushed to pop. If you need extra help, keep your arms relaxed down at your sides, matching your legs so that your shoulders are in line with your skateboard. And practice without popping so hard. This should help you gain a little more control and help you to break your bad habit of turning in the air. Is your timing off when you pop? Remember that you leap up and forward first to take weight off of your board, then use the ankle of your back foot to push down into your pop as you're jumping up, so the board comes up with you into your ollie. If you need extra help with your timing, hold a fence or something sturdy and practice your ollie rhythm with different amounts of power into your pop. When and how do I land my ollie? The time to start your landing is just as you start to come down from being in the air. Start to extend your legs down to push your feet against the top of the skateboard to change the direction of the skateboard and also keep it level into landing on 4 wheels. Here's how to land your ollie. Just as your 4 wheels touch the ground, landing your ollie is the same as jumping. The higher you jump from something is the more you want to touch down with your feet gentle first and let your knees and legs absorb the impact, but stop yourself before you lose balance. So on a skateboard, as your 4 wheels touch the ground, you extend your legs down into your landing, and just as those wheels touch, you bend your knees and start to sink your body down, and the lower you get, the more you put the brakes on your legs before your body gives out and hits the bottom. Many people will land their ollie with straight legs. Typically, this is caused from anticipating jumping off your board or getting sketchy. To help break that habit, be sure to bend down into your landing. Do this consistently and make it a good habit. And remember, the higher you ollie off of something is the more you're going to have to engage your leg muscles to bend down deep and slow your body down as you compress. Are you bending down enough when you pop? Make a good habit of bending down deep for extra potential energy. That way it's there if you need it, but if you don't need it, just don't use as much power when you pop. As you get better, you will gain more control and have a better understanding of how far you need to bend down to ollie over something, depending on its height. Are you bending down enough when you ollie over stairs and gaps? Again, try to make a good habit of bending down extra deep into your landing, especially when you ollie over stairs and big drops. Allowing your body to sink down into your landing will help you absorb the impact extra smooth, since it allows your legs more distance to travel as you squat down into your landing, and also provides low center of gravity to help you stay on your skateboard for your landing. And as a bonus, if you don't land, you'll already be down low to the ground in case you have to bail off of your board. Which foot do I keep more weight on before I pop? Keep your weight evenly balanced on both feet and head centered between your feet as you bend down into your pop. Does your back foot come off when you ollie? Almost everyone's back foot comes off a little bit when they ollie, and you can watch this happen in super slow motion. Now, if your back foot comes off a lot, you need to practice more on sliding your front foot up and allow your lead ankle to relax and roll into the nose as you lean forward into your front foot. This will pull the tail of the board up with your back foot and level your board out in the air. If you need extra help with this, again, hold on to something sturdy. Work on your rhythm of popping and leaning into your lead foot. Be sure to look down and watch yourself ollie, and work towards keeping your back foot to stay with the tail. It's all in the rhythm of your pop and your lean. Does your skateboard rocket in the air when you ollie? A rocketed ollie is when the nose of the board stays higher than the tail and you don't level your board out in the air, so it looks more like this. In order to fix this, you need to leap forward a little bit more into your front foot to level out your ollie. Do you want your ollie to be higher? Get set up for your ollie sooner. Remember to bend down deeper into your pop with your back foot on the tip of the tail. Focus all of your power into the ball of your back foot of your big toe and really spring hard as you pop off of your foot. You can also set up your front foot a little closer to the center of your skateboard. This will allow the front of your skateboard to pop up steeper and not have your foot in the way. Just as you leap up from your pop, really pull your knees up as high as you can into your chest to take as much weight off of your board as possible to allow that board to pop as high as it can go. This is the difference between you jumping normal and you jumping the same height, except pull your knees up underneath your body, which will allow you to gain more clearance. A fresh skate deck with clean grip tape will also provide better response and a crisp pop versus a soggy old skate deck with a chipped up tail. Are you scared to land your ollie? Start as small as you need to build some confidence and exaggerate bending down into your landing. Bending down engages your quad muscles to keep you one with your skateboard for better balance and stability. Plus, the more that you bend down is the closer you are to the ground. That way, if you do fall, you don't fall so far. Work on feeling the rhythm of your ollie and practice daily to make it smooth, consistent, and comfortable. Where should my foot drag on my skateboard when I ollie? Typically, the pinky toe of your front foot will be set up behind the second set of front bolts of your front truck. As you pop, feel your front foot roll and slide up the middle of your board to catch the concave of the nose. Where should you feel it on your foot? Consistent ollies will wear a spot on your lead shoe where your pinky toe meets your foot, or close to that area. But over time, and depending on the type of shoes you're wearing, you will get a lot of wear marks, which is just part of skateboarding. How should your feet be when you land? Aim to land with your front foot close to or over the front truck bolts and your back foot on the tail. It's best to land more on your whole foot versus landing just on the balls of your feet. Here are some pro tips for ollies. Watch and practice the drills in my Better Ollies video. Be sure to skate daily and practice your ollies as much as possible. Start small to build confidence and work towards a smooth rhythm motion into your ollie. Make contests between your friends to ollie a certain distance or height. Here's how to add style. Style comes from mastering your ollie. You can learn to bone your ollie out in front of you, or you can learn to shift your ollie backside or frontside. Here's how to bail. Remember to always go with momentum. Lean your head over your front foot, spin your chest forward, and take your back foot off into a run out or knee slide. Here are some related trick ideas to inspire you for more combinations. For first timers, don't worry about your ollie yet. Spend more time skating around and getting comfortable on and off your board. Remember that you need to walk before you can run. For beginners, watch my Better Ollies video and practice your ollies over sticks on the ground, ollies over skateboards, ollies off of curbs, and fakie ollies. For intermediate, practice ollies up a curb, down small stair sets, over gaps, nollies, and switch ollies. For advanced, practice ollie variations with style over gaps, stairs, pyramids, and up and over challenging obstacles. For pro, help some people at the skate park who could benefit from your skills and experience. The skate term for this lesson is ghost ollie. This is when you ollie without your tail touching the ground. It is common among beginners and can result from several issues, including not being flexible, which limits your ability to bend down for a powerful pop, not bending down deep enough into your pop, leaning forward too early before you pop, and rushing your ollies. Here are my words of wisdom for this video. Remember to stretch often to help you prevent injuries and heal faster so you can come back stronger and skate longer. Be prepared sooner, set up early, and bend down deeper for more potential power. The faster you skate, the more you will need to leap forward into your front foot when you ollie. Now get out there and practice those ollies and be sure to tag me at SkateParkLessons. Remember that this is a channel and we have a whole selection of videos to help you. Please click the blue skate heart logo to learn more. Please share this channel or video with your friends or anyone who could benefit from it, and they'll appreciate your consideration. We put a lot of time and love into making quality educational videos for you. We even upload them for free to help more people around the world. So please support us and send a donation to help us keep this channel alive for you. Donation details and other important information, including my board setup, are in the description box below. Leave me comments or represent your country, including any questions you may have, your thoughts or feedback about this video, and ideas or lessons for future videos, so I can continue to do my best to help you reach your goals. I hope you were inspired by this video and gained a better understanding of skateboarding. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to meet me, JB, back here for more of your favorite skate park lessons. You can see them? That's the Sunnyvale Amazonian parrots. There's a family of them here in Sunnyvale and another family of them in San Francisco.
Huh?
What are you doing? All right, ready? Here's our clearance. Are we in the vector, Victor? Yeah, that's such a good movie. Nollies. And switch ollies.